everybody, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women. This is the next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm here to answer them for you today. The first question I have is, I have a food allergy to fish. What are some other great lean protein sources you recommend besides eggs and chicken? Well, a few really good protein sources that are lean would be turkey breast. You could do 99% extra lean turkey, the ground turkey. You could do Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, whey protein. So there's a few options for you. If you are going to have something with a little higher fat, you could do like 97 or 94% ground turkey. So the fat content is a little higher. Or steak, filet mignon, something like that. It's too bad you don't like fish because salmon's a really great source. But hopefully those give you some options. The next question I have is, can you explain to us the whole myth about empty stomach cardio and morning cardio, the pros and cons of doing it on an empty stomach? This is a very common question, and when you first wake up, your blood glucose, your blood sugar, your insulin levels are all at a very low level. So it's definitely an optimal time for fat burning. So if you're gonna get ready for an event or you want to kind of kick things up a little bit, you could do fasted cardio before breakfast on an empty stomach and burn a little bit more fat, because obviously that's the energy source that's going to be utilized. If you're concerned about losing muscle or burning muscle, obviously it's not the time to do high intensity interval stuff. Have some source of protein. So have a protein shake with branched chain amino acids before you do it. That way your insulin levels are still low, and you're going to avoid burning up your amino acids for energy. Also, keep it below 30 minutes at a time. Anything longer than that, ideally people run the risk of losing muscle from training if they're not eating enough. So it comes from nutrition. So I wouldn't really be so concerned about that. If you're not a morning person, which a lot of people aren't, it doesn't mean that you can't still burn fat by doing your cardio later in the afternoon. Another great time to do it is post-workout. You've utilized your glycogen for your training, so you're already in fat burning zone before you begin your cardio session. I prefer to do my cardio separate because I feel like I have more energy to do it that way. But if I'm getting ready for a competition or a photo shoot and I want to be a little bit tighter, I may throw in some fasted cardio in the morning. So it varies. Give it a shot, but is it going to, hinder you from seeing results if you don't do it? No. The next question I have is, can the stubborn fat from a C-section go away? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think whether you had a C-section or not, the stubborn fat would still be there. It definitely can go away, but it's going to take proper nutrition and working out. So be consistent, make some changes in your diet, and the fat will go away whether you had a C-section or not. The next question is, what is the best protein meal you've eaten that is simple to make? Well, if you know me, I am absolutely the worst cook. I try, and I am just absolutely horrible. So the more simple the recipe, the better it is for me. I always get nervous when I have to cook for other people because I really don't care if I overcook things or if it's really dry. I just kind of eat it anyways. I've been doing that forever. Obviously, a crock pot is a wonderful invention. Just throw your chicken in with water, let it cook while you're at work, come home and it's done. Egg whites, you can't really go wrong unless you, of course, burn them. Protein shakes are really easy, so hopefully those give you some options. The next question is, I want to work myself up to compete. I've gained a lot of weight. Should I strictly do cardio to lose the weight and then hit the weight so I don't bulk up in the beginning? Well, because you hit weights, you're not going to bulk up. When you feel bulky, it's because you have body fat covering the muscle. Weight training, I recommend starting right now. Don't do cardio first and then do weight training after, because if you just do cardio, you're going to just be a skinny, soft version of yourself already. And you want to have that lean muscle in order to give more shape and curve to your body. So definitely start weight training muscle actually burns 3 times more calories than body fat. So weight train, please start weight training, and then use cardio to speed it up. The next question I have is, do you incorporate a day of rest in your training or see any benefits to taking naps if your schedule allows? I think resting is one thing that people overlook. We're often so busy that we get to bed late and then we have to get up early to go to work, so we're not giving our body enough time to recuperate from our weight training and our all the stress that we put on our bodies. So yes, please make sure that you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And if you can, I'm really bad about taking naps. I would prefer to be really tired so I sleep sound. But some people, if you have an option to take a short, cat nap, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, then yeah, for sure do it. And the last question I have is, what is the difference between a split squat and a lunge? Well, they are the same thing. So there's just different names for all exercises, but a split squat is the same thing as a lunge. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Until next time, keep asking your questions and keep living the fit life.